time it is? Do you know what time it is? You know what time it is? Do you know what time it's time for me? Straight shoot. Hey, look, the clip full and we shooting it straight. Everybody tuned in, can't wait to 8. Break fast, this podcast is one for the books. If you think the verse clean, watch out for the hook. Freeze. I heard Keys gon' spark that tip. With Lean and Frank G, you know they talk that shit. John Q and Dre know exactly what to say. The code is backcourt since Steph and Clay. Straight shooting. Subscribe, like, and share. We on every platform. I promise we everywhere. Straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting.
What up,
Yo, what's up, Detroit?
What up?
Welcome back to the Straight Shooting Podcast, the #1 podcast in the city of Detroit.
Period.
We are back in the motherfucking building. I am DR motherfucking E.
John Q in this bitch.
Frank G.
It's your girl Keys.
And it's your girl, Lovely Lena.
Yo. Shout
What up,
out.
though?
Hey, look, shout out to Maine, the tycoon and shit for coming through and shit on the intro again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Love it.
That was dope, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely dope.
Everybody got
dope as fuck.
everybody got their shit on there this time.
I heard it. I apparently talk shit. I heard it.
Between that and the good pictures that y'all gotta be up there, I'm just loving this whole intro.
Look.
Y'all got some great pictures to be up there. I just want to say that.
We the flyest, the
Yes.
dopest podcast in this bitch. That's what we
Period.
do. You know what I'm saying? So we got a special guest today. Slimmy Fats up in this boy. You
What's
know what I'm
up,
saying? What up, though?
Slimmy?
What's up? What's the deal? What up, Detroit?
Yeah,
Your boy
alright.
Slimmy Fats.
All right.
Yes, sir. We're going to hop into an interview with Slimmy Fats in a little bit, but you know how we do each and every week. How was y'all motherfucking weekend? And you know how we started, so go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, really, I'm just enjoying the weather, to be honest. Any day that it rains, boo.
Right.
We're not doing that no more. So I just want to be outside. I want to enjoy the weather, whatever that looks like. It could be taking my dog for a walk, something simple. I really don't mind. I just want to be outside. That's it. I was outside. What about you?
Okay.
So I took the kids to the air show on the free 99 budget because the air show was charging $250 per car.
For real?
And y'all know I live in Willow. I live in West Willow, so
That's
it's like
that's
I'm
what it
not.
was?
Yes, you know, it's
How
at the
much
Willow
is
Run
it?
Air, $250 per car.
Damn.
So, but I live in West Willow, so everything that they seen that they paid $250 for, I seen for free. So
I can't
just,
even be mad at you.
Yeah, I just grabbed a blanket and I went to a little chill spot and I grabbed some fruits and vegetables, sandwiches, picnic food, and we had a picnic outside and we watched the air show. So that was pretty much our weekend.
That's what's up.
Damn, Keys, you ain't been hanging out at all, huh?
Hell no.
I got too much personal shit going on to hang out.
Yard work and everything. Okay.
And then I like to hang out more in the winter and it's cold
What?
than I do in the summer.
Oh, don't hit my line.
Shit.
Look,
I don't
if
even
I
go out
left
the
work
house.
and we didn't make plans before I left work and I'm definitely at home, don't call me. It's a
Yeah.
wrap. I'm staying home.
Yeah.
Yeah, wintertime, fuck that. I'm in the house. Unless
Sorry,
I gotta
we
come
will
out.
not be meeting for food. I'm sorry.
I helped somebody move this weekend.
Oh shit.
That's how you know when people love you.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they show up to help you move.
Right.
Girl was moving from Lansing to Roseville. And it was
shit.
just her and I.
Oh, you must have not been lying that day.
Her and I.
Well, little do they know, Lena, they about to be helping me move.
Oh,
All three of
shit.
y'all.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't move shit, but wait.
Nah, y'all gonna have to help me
Shit.
move.
nah, I told her,
This
and
shit
then
is
people started
cosmetic
dropping out and
purposes
shit. Like, they oh yeah, well, nah, I had to work at 1, and I said, this is how you know when they love you,
Yeah.
when they show up.
So that means all y'all gonna show up for my shit.
Oh, shit. I'll show up for your shit.
I know.
Yeah,
They will too.
I'll show up.
If you don't show up for me, it's gonna be a whole problem.
Okay. Look at Dre. Dre's ready to say something, but I don't even know what he about to say.
Well, I'm about to say
Shit.
now, I'm just listening.
You gonna show up? Dre said,
I'm
"I'll
listening,
be
but I
there."
may or may not be there, face.
Then I
I might
took
be
my
out of town.
right.
You'll be there.
I took my son to the big bounce house.
Okay.
That those big bounce and his cousin. And every time I take his cousin, this little girl seems to get lost every damn way.
Damn.
Oh, no, I can't
How
take
the
her.
fuck I tell him you two stick together? They in the bounce house. I see my son's head pop up. I'm like, where's Jasmine? He's like, I don't know, am I in trouble? I'm like, no. So I'm walking around the bounce house looking for her. I'm like, how does this girl get lost in the bounce house? Eventually, she shows up. Eventually, she popped her head up. I'm like, if I lose this kid, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Kid or somebody else's watch.
Right. If I lose, so I'm walking around this whole thing where they got it blocked off. Where I'm looking for her, so I sent my son back in on recon. I'm like, you got to go find her. He didn't care. He's like, all right, I'll go look for her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. So then they con me into standing in this long ass ice cream line to get them ice cream. Now, here's what gets me. These Muslim women are trained not to say shit. They are submissive. Yeah. Like, they can't say nothing because...
they don't know no English, no shit.
No, it's like the dudes can do whatever they want to them because we standing there, one dude comes in, he hits the little language, he's like, you know how to get down, right? So then he goes in front and she turns and smiles at me like, oh, it's okay, like, you know. Then these teenagers come up and they looking at the weak link. So she's supposed to go next. So I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? They didn't think I was going to say shit. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? I'm like, nah, she's next. No, we not cutting. I'm like, your ass wasn't in line.
Right.
So I tell the dude, I'm like, it's her right there. She turns around. She says, thank you. So then they turn around and they get in front of the girls behind me. They're like, you with him? No. So they get in front of the girls behind me. So I turn around. I said, you going to get in front of the girls like that? Like, you ain't got no respect? Nah, we was here. Then they end up getting out of line. So
before Keys says,
what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
I'm gonna ask.
Go ahead,
before
ask.
she go.
Go, Keys.
I'm sorry, because I seen the whole thing. Did you mean to use a different word from submissive?
Did I mean to use a different word from submissive? No, because they're taught not to say shit.
Is that the definition of submissive?
No, that's not the definition of submissive. That's just something in their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're like dressed like that, even in hot ass temperatures.
It's not really submissive. It's just something.
So y'all about to start some shit over submissive. You think I didn't see that coming?
Hey, look.
You see that Slimmy Facts? You see that shit? You see this shit? She ready to start.
Definition of submissive.
Don't bring him into it. I at least asked it. I asked questions, didn't I? Before I even said anything, I said, did you mean to use that word?
That's the best possible word.
Of submissive.
Right now. I mean, they can't say anything.
Hey, look, we gonna do this and shit. So my weekend and shit went like that. You know what I'm saying?
Good job, Q. Good job.
That's your best bet.
My weekend went just like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time, besides doing the movie premiere for my cousin and them for Dimes and shit for Darren, going to the actual show. So I went to go see Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, how was
that? I saw that too.
It wasn't bad besides the little agenda they had to throw in and shit, which was like...
It was like no place in there for it, so they just threw it in.
Yeah.
What was it, some gay shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, come on, man. Like, it's a fucking superhero fucking movie. Like, it ain't no place for it. But anyway, so did that, and one of my boys or whatever and shit hit me up to come through and cooked and shit over one of my brothers from the hood and shit or whatever. They like cousin and all that. Uncle house or whatever. So he cooked pretty good. So we probably have him cook for us. You know what I'm saying? Soon. So maybe next week or something like that or whatever. And what else I do? I did a little recording as y'all see as far as the intro.
Good job.
My
Good job.
cousin,
Very
man.
good job. Yep.
Still doing like some recording and stuff like that for different projects. But other than that, that's about it, man. So what about you, man? How was your weekend, Dre?
Man, my weekend, it was chill. I ain't really Friday, you know, I was at the store. Saturday I was at the store too. Then me and my wife just went. We ended up going from leaving from the store and rode downtown. I went to my cousin's restaurant. He got a restaurant on East Jefferson. So we went and checked out the food there. Then we went back to Belle Isle, chilled on Belle Isle for a couple hours. Then I came home. Sunday she cooked. I had family over to the house and stuff.
Okay.
And then I was up here Sunday because we had a meeting for a show that we're about to do called Voice of the City. So anybody out there, y'all actors, and y'all want to audition for a role on a new comedy series, Auditions will be Sunday. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sunday. I'm tripping.
Sunday?
Sunday at 12 p.m.
Okay.
At what's this address, y'all?
18,000 West 9 Mile.
18,000 West 9 Mile, Suite
Southfield.
500, Southfield, Michigan, on the 5th floor.
Yep.
So y'all come out, y'all listening, y'all just come
510.
out.
Yes, 510.
Yep.
Yes.
Sweet 510.
Suite 510. I'm sorry, not 500, 510. And man, that was it. You know what I'm saying? I took care of business and was with family most of the time. So
Okay.
that was about it.
All right.
What about you, Slimmy?
I had an eventful weekend. Mostly it was getting my son ready for his first basketball camp.
Okay.
And he goes to private school and all that. So I'm like, but this is gonna be around some city kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey,
You gonna get the real deal now.
Yeah.
this, you think you're doing your little teams that you play against in private
You
school?
about to
It's
play
a
with some
difference.
roughnecks.
Yeah, you gotta come
Yeah.
hard. So I
Yeah.
was just
For
getting
real.
ready, watching some film, went and bought some brand new shoes, get him excited. You know,
Okay.
he did pretty good. He started
Okay.
Monday. Yep.
All right, that's what's up.
What kind
All
of
right.
shoes you get him?
Some Kyrie's. That's his favorite player.
Hey. Those are actually some good basketball shoes. I would say that. And
Yeah, I
yes,
got some-
I do know.
Hey, look, I got some.
Okay.
I got probably some of his maybe first ones or something. I don't know. I found them motherfuckers cheap as shit, but they straight. Yeah.
You can't do it, especially not to the babies. They gonna be slipping
No,
sliding across
not for the
court.
babies. I wouldn't recommend. Hey, look, I ain't active like that. I don't know who.
I'm just glad, hey Slimmy, I'm just glad you didn't use the word submissive because apparently that's gonna start some shit in this motherfucker.
Some submissive, some
I see.
submissive Kyrie
People
shit.
argue over definitions of words because people have their own definition
No,
of words.
y'all
We just
argue
wanna
over
know.
definitions of
I just
words.
wanted to know what you meant. That's
Everybody does.
Just
talking
y'all two.
submissive
We
or-
want to know.
okay. So going into the sponsors now.
So
Who you got?
this episode of the Straight Shooting Podcast is brought to you every week by Drasan Fashion. You can find Drasan at 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 180. Come down and check us out. You know, as usual, if you're looking to get fly, you want to check in women and men. We got something for y'all. We got lotion, we got watches, we got our own fragrance, everything. Y'all come down, check it out. We just also too started a partnership with Divine Bracelets. So ladies, y'all come down. Some spectacular bracelets. Y'all love them. Come down, check them out. And if you want to find Drasan, you can see it catch it on Instagram or Facebook or DrasanFashion.com. That's DRESAN Fashion. Check us out. We also sponsored by
Oh shit, that would be me. Gym Animal, GAMG Muscle Gang Enterprises LLC. So if you're looking for some personal training, if you trying to lose some weight, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I do one-on-one training. I do couple training. I do boot camps, all that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking to try to lose some weight as far as personal training wise, holler at me. Also, if you're looking for the best supplements as far as weight loss, health and wealth, health and wellness, I would say supplements or whatever. I have those also, and if you're trying to look fly while you're working out, I have apparel too. So you can give me look into me. Look into my business at gamg.shop and also gamg.firstfitness.com. And I can also be found on Facebook and Instagram under Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness. And then we are also sponsored by 8, which is All Problems Eliminated. So if you're looking to get your kitchen or bathroom, basement remodeled, refinish, anything like that, plumbing, drywall, painting, and stuff like that, give my brother a call, Teron, at area code 269-448-3508. And he can also be reached on Instagram. You can check out some of his before and after pictures for his work at ape.tl. Okay? And then we are also sponsored by
Premium Holiday.
who happened to your voice?
All right.
It's break turn.
I was waiting for you to say bust you in the
my
ball.
turn. Oh, okay. So we also sponsored by Premium Haul Logistics Trucking Company, So we are currently looking for CDL drivers. So if you're a CDL driver, well, if you have your CDL and if you're interested in driving for us, you can hit me up at Amber, AMBER, Kia, KEYA 85 at gmail.com. Sorry about that. We are also sponsored by the film by Legend. They have a movie premiere called Absence of Innocence. They also actually have a red carpet premiere Friday. We will be in the building this Friday, so make sure y'all check that out. Str8 will be in the building.
Where was gonna be, Keys?
So it will actually be at the Bel Air Theater from 6:30. The red carpet is at 6:30. The showtime is at 8 p.m. So make sure y'all definitely check them out. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to all the producers and everybody that's acting in that movie.
All right.
And you know what time it is.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We got.
Well, thank you, Q.
Oh, sorry.
Not yet.
No, I'm kidding. Shout out this week to Vera Asian. This is located in Royal Oak. The food was amazing.
Yeah, that shit was good as
bread
hell.
Was great.
Thank
I don't
you.
even know where to start. Really, if you're big on fresh food, you like sushi rolls, whatever it looks like for you, this is the spot to go. So.
Yeah, they
everything
came
you
in and
need.
laced us. That was
Yeah,
some
they
good
came
food.
in.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
good.
I mean, they got sushi rolls. It's like $7-8. It's not, you know, you go places. There's so much inflation, and I think the dollar meets the value of the food. So that's big. Presentation, fresh food.
Yep.
That's all the way me.
Yeah,
Second
it was on
shout
point.
out, number 2. Shout out to Robert Courtney. We will be in the building at Delmar next Tuesday. We'll have a section, so it's Taco Tuesday.
All right, yeah, we there.
We gonna turn up for Taco Tuesday.
Yep. I love some motherfucking tacos. I'm gonna tear the motherfuckers up.
Right.
Chicken that is.
Okay, now you can go, Frank. Now you can go.
No, as you know,
The world is experiencing a heat wave.
man, it's hot than a
Europe
motherfucker.
105, Texas 108. We're supposed to hit 104.
Man, listen.
Sometime this week, you need fresh ball spray.
Man,
Fresh ball spray handles temperatures up to 150 degrees. Your nuts will stay dry and fresh for whatever you get into. And ladies, we didn't forget your big titties, medium titties, little titties, no titties. We got fresh titty spray. Withstand all temperatures. You gonna sweat this week, but your titties will be dry. We got all flavors: blueberry, mango, strawberry,
lemon.
Okay.
So everybody get that fresh ball spray and titty spray.
Fresh titty spray.
What about the
everything's
Fupa
in my
freshener?
life.
What?
The Fupa freshener.
Oh shit, we get
You gonna start a war
the product has.
We in the lab working on that one right now. It's in development.
You know what I mean?
Okay, there we go.
It won't be ready till 2023, but we'll have
It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
coming soon. Fresh Fupa spray.
You got them extra rolls, and you're looking like a roll.
Yeah, we was talking about that shit earlier, wasn't we?
Yeah.
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 I can't say it.
No, not yet. You gotta just
Go ahead.
You got it. All right, y'all. So look, we gonna get into the shot of the day. All right. So how about look, what y'all want to say? I'm gonna say shout out. It's a few of them. Shout out to the food from Vera Asian.
For sure.
Let me make sure I say the address because I don't
Yeah,
want
say the
anybody to
address,
mess
yep.
this up. It's 305 South Main Street, Royal Oak, Michigan. Their phone number is 248-677-4500. Again, that number is 248-677-4500. Y'all know we were talking about food the last couple shows ago, so it's all about manifestation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
Hey, and like I said,
Manifest
that
that
shit
shit.
came right on time too.
Right on
You know
time.
what I mean?
Hey, we didn't even know it was ours. Lena surprised us.
Hell yeah.
So that's
Shout out,
What food
Lena.
is this? We was
Hey,
gonna
look.
eat it anyway, but we
Hell
definitely
yeah.
did not know.
Hell yeah.
We definitely were gonna eat it anyway.
So shout out to Vera Asian.
Don't leave nothing around it.
Shout
Shout out
out,
to
shout
Lena
out.
and shit for connecting that shit on up.
Shout out to
I wanna
Lena.
also
Shout out to Lena. Yeah.
all right.
Shout out to Robert Courtney and Associates.
Okay,
All right.
shout out.
All right. All right,
now we
y'all.
about
So,
to-
Y'all all took
so
a big
moving.
gulp. I feel like, was that rubbing in my face because I didn't have nothing to drink?
You ain't had no.
Probably so.
I just felt like it was a huge gulp for everybody. I heard
You
it in
should've
the mic.
did-
I
Ain't
didn't
you
like
working the program this
it. I
week?
didn't like it. I didn't like it. It's okay though. We'll move on. It's cool. It's all
All
right.
right, so we about to hop into the shooting the shit segment. Key's about to break it to y'all to let y'all know what crazy story we got going on. This one is kind of crazy. It's kind of
Yes,
serious.
it
too.
is.
It's kind of disgusting, but we'll let Keys tell y'all.
It's time to shoot the shit. The Straight Shooting Podcast.
So, y'all know we always got a crazy ass story. I mean, this is really not funny, but I'm sure we'll make a joke out of it somewhere. But, dog, this fucking doctor over in Brazil, I believe, was caught on camera sticking his penis in a patient's mouth who was under anesthesia from having a C-section.
This nigga was getting
Yeah,
anesthesia
so
here.
apparently
Are you serious?
the nurses
Don't sleep
set
on
they set the
Don't sleep on
please
it.
don't.
Don't sleep on it.
So the nurses set the camera up because they felt like he was doing that to patients, and there had been other complaints that people, were saying that they woke up being molested. And of course, when they tell you when you wake up from stuff like that, they like, oh, you were under anesthesia, it didn't happen. So they felt like it was
what?
happening. So they put a camera in there. This nigga was so fucking comfortable that it's other nurses in the room. You got the anesthesiologist. You got all these people in the room, and he literally over there putting his dick in his patient's mouth.
That was the crazy part that fucked me up because that's literally.
And ain't nobody whoop his
and
ass.
shit
Like,
wasn't even
They
that
were-
much. Like they could still see around him.
They
on
can
the-
see him.
He didn't even give a
He
shit.
didn't even care.
What were you gonna say?
It was like
What was your question?
they were looking like they didn't pay attention to him at all.
Yeah, like
yeah, like they was,
That shit
like
was
they
How
knew
do
it
you-
was going,
how do you
like it was
come?
going down.
Like, when you come, you obviously make a noise. So
shit. Apparently he didn't.
You
I
just
don't know.
dipping it in and dipping it out.
That's
Like,
what
you
he
weren't
did,
doing
too.
all that.
That's something.
So
how you know?
I saw the video.
So well, the thing is, and Dre and I was talking about this. Other patients have been saying that they recall being molested and stuff like that was happening. But when you under anesthesia, a lot of times you're dreaming and you think shit happening
Yeah.
to you. But there was a time where a doctor punched me back to sleep.
You said that shit.
No,
God,
I went
What
under.
the
I'm for
fuck?
real. He punched.
Hey, look, look,
I
look, look.
had a knot upside my head.
He must have knew that you had a problem with the word submissive.
No.
So,
I know he pushed me back to sleep
what
because
the fuck?
I woke up and I had a big ass fucking knot upside my head. I had a big ass knot right here. So, and I remember waking up and somebody punching me back to sleep.
So you couldn't have turned over and hit the rail.
No,
There's no possible
they punched
way.
me back to
They
sleep.
socked the shit out of
He
you, is
did.
what you was telling us.
Yes.
Just like Dre said, he got jacked up.
So Drake tell your story.
Yes.
I'm not,
He did. He punched me back to sleep.
Comment on what I said.
I ain't gonna cut. Well, I know that another guy was saying it was another guy saying he woke up to some doctor jacking him off. So I don't know how true that is.
It was a nurse.
He said
It was a
they
fat
woke up
white
to him
nurse.
jacking him off. He said it was a fat white
He said it was large Marge and shit.
It was
You know what I
three
mean?
of them in there, he said. We ain't gonna mention no names,
We ain't gonna
Dre.
mention no names.
He say probably beating his balls and shit with a bat.
All
Like
I
you
can
gonna
say
feel
is-
this, motherfucker?
From what I was told, I wouldn't know for sure, but from what I was
Man.
told, somebody just said that's how they wake you up out of anesthesia. So
So rumor has is they
That's
wake
crazy.
you up out of anesthesia by jacking you off. So if anybody want to call in 248-240-2380, have any man ever been waking up from anesthesia by being
Yeah,
jacked
but
off?
that's as bad as you saying somebody put you
I
back
had a knot
under
upside my
anesthesia
head.
by
He punched
knocking
me
the
back
shit
to
out of you.
sleep. Okay, well, anybody that got any stories about being punched back to sleep or being jacked off by being woken up, call us 248-240-2380. Tell us your story about how they abused you as you was waking up out of anesthesia, because that shit happened to us.
They'd have brought Mike Tyson in.
I cannot tell if this is a commercial for legal representation for some malpractice.
it probably
it
is a
should
malpractice
be.
suit,
But
Like, real shit.
on a serious note, I mean,
That's
that's fucked
crazy.
up what that doctor did. We joking about other shit, but we definitely are not joking about the fact
'cause
that
that's some
this
bullshit.
woman is under stress. She's having a child. She's giving birth to life. And while she's under from having a procedure, already that's already enough on the body. He's taking advantage of her by sexually assaulting her. That's absolutely horrible, and I hope he rots in jail.
And
Do
what
you know
was that at again?
I was about to say, yeah.
I believe it was Brazil.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
So whatever the name of that motherfucking hospital and shit was prior, it's probably gonna be her name now and shit. She gonna own that.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
she need to.
So it
You know what
wasn't
I
a
mean? Period.
dentist. It was because they had a dentist that did that shit here.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about the dentist that did it.
They
No,
had
this
a
was an
dentist that did that.
OBGYN
Yeah.
doctor that
Wow.
was
Okay.
delivering. Yeah.
Nasty
It's no telling what else
bastard,
he
man.
did.
No, they was saying that other people had came and been saying for years that they woke up to him sexually assaulting them.
That's
And they
crazy.
was trying to convince these patients that they were under and they were, they were imagining it. Just like that doctor told me I was imagining being punched back to sleep, but I had a whole fucking nut upside my head.
So why I wonder then and shit, why in the hell and shit, like, so, if she was getting a C-section, so she had to probably have some kind of man in her life, right? Mm-hmm. So my whole thing is, why in the fuck they ain't notify?
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure they did afterwards, but if you're gonna ask why he wasn't in the room, is that what you're referring to? Sometimes, depending on because even here, when you get in a C-section, they don't let too many
come
people in the
back.
room.
Yeah, I
so
get
they
it.
probably their procedure's probably something different over there. Because even over here,
I mean, because I
it's
can
only
only
one
imagine
person.
this shit. If my motherfucking wife, nigga, what? Yeah, I'll be locked up.
Yeah.
He
what?
He probably was passed out because he looked over that curtain while she was getting that C-section. Because that shit is
Some
horrible.
dudes do
Yeah.
faint.
Yeah,
But
I
here,
seen that too.
But what I'm saying is just even knowing that shit, like a
Yeah.
motherfucker that did that shit to say your mama,
Yeah,
your
he
sister,
did.
your fucking spouse or something
Oh.
like that and shit. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I
for you, boy.
just gotta go sit my ass down. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
And you were rightfully so.
I mean, what the
It'll
fuck?
be justifiable for real.
shit. All right.
yeah, here they let you in, but they don't let you record
Yeah.
in case somebody does. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
crazy.
yeah,
But
So
it
they
should-
might not let them
It
in.
should almost be mandatory. Obviously, there has to be angles on whatever procedure is being done, but it's almost
Yeah.
like a safety measure now to make sure that there are cameras in the room while surgery is being performed, depending on, especially when somebody's under anesthesia. So many things can happen.
But
to
shit,
them.
the cameras was still there and they still let the motherfucker do it though. That's the whole thing. Like, if they already
That's
kind
what
of.
I'm
But they
saying,
probably
like
might have set it up on a phone.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know if
propped
it
the
was
But
camera
I'm just
up.
saying,
Yeah.
though, but what I'm saying is and shit,
Yeah,
if they
but they
already
should've
had
ran in on
that,
that
yeah,
motherfucker,
like somebody should have
Yeah.
tackled his ass and should have put their
Yeah.
foot straight up his
Yeah, but if it's
ass.
on a
like,
phone, they probably watched it later. Is what we're saying.
Yeah.
No,
Like it wasn't a
no,
live.
it
what
wasn't
was
because
it?
you heard people in the background like, oh, look at
You know what?
Oh,
You did.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
but
see that
I also
part.
say, and it's not to excuse it, but it's women, and he's the powerful doctor, and they work for him. They probably was.
so.
Well, I'm
you know,
just
you
saying-
know how that go working for a doctor. You can only say so
Yeah.
much, and when you a woman, you
Well,
gotta
I
be
guess-
submissive. You gotta be submissive and shut the fuck up. That's probably what it was. And probably in Brazil, you gotta be submissive and shut the fuck up.
Man.
Right, Frank?
Yeah, they was
Yeah.
probably they
was
wanted their
submissive.
jobs.
Yeah, they were submissive.
all right,
So-
y'all. So,
You
so
better
look,
go on with that. You know what?
so
They
look,
was submissive.
Yeah.
You damn right.
man. Hey, look. So we about to go ahead and get to the next segment and shit. Is yay or nay with Dre? What the
So
fuck?
y'all know how we play this. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make 3 statements to y'all. Y'all tell me if y'all yay or nay on it. But we're gonna answer individually. So first one I'll go around yay, nay, so on.
All right.
Y'all make y'all comment on it. So the first one is Cardi B and her daughter Culture for her birthday dressed up like mermaids. But looking at the pictures, it was kind of, for a 4-year-old, that outfit was kind of, I don't know.
Do we have a picture of it?
Risque.
Yeah, it was kind of risque for a 4-year-old.
Okay. Okay.
It was like, it was see-through all the way around except for like the cuffs right here in the chest.
Yeah.
So my thing is to y'all, yay or nay, is that all right for you to do that for a 4-year-old girl?
I really have to see it. I didn't see it personally, so I don't know what it looks like. I mean, I know with that we let our toddlers run around with no shirts on or whatever sometimes. So I don't. Is it not the same thing? I don't know what the outfit looks like, so I'm commenting.
It
very
looked like
broad.
something one of y'all would wear.
Okay.
Put it that way.
I mean, me personally, even with I do see people walk, let their toddlers go around with no shirt on. I don't. Because in the world that we are living in, it's not that I'm trying to sexualize my daughter, but other people are. And you never know who's watching, and you never know who's secretly trying to, jack off to that shit. So I personally, I don't let my daughter wear 2 pieces. I don't do stuff like
So
that.
you never
know
answered
who's
yay or
watching.
nay?
I guess nay, because like when I used to dress my daughter when she was even that age, like she wore some cute stuff, but it was mainly like shorts, t-shirts,
Right.
you know, like basic stuff. But
Yeah,
I mean,
nay.
I feel like in any situation though, a woman shouldn't be sexualized off of what she wears, let alone a little girl.
Yeah.
But like
In the world that we
saying,
living in,
it's just
yeah.
unfortunate. So
What
Yeah,
about you, Frank?
What about you, Frank?
Oh, hell to the fuck no. I got a son, but if I had a daughter, you know how dads are about their.
Right.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
No question.
I'll fourth that. Everything. Fuck no, nigga.
Yeah. What about you?
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a nay for me for sure.
Yeah.
now I want to look at
Yeah,
that.
it's more so the fact of her age. I mean, I get what you were trying to do. Y'all trying to dress up like whatever, but to me, that was a little bit too much for you.
I mean, I guess and shit, I would look at it like this though and shit. Like, you know, why is it always and shit like in this society now where they just trying to overly sexualize children in the first place?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because
it-
this world is full of pedophiles.
no,
That's
it
why.
is. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just, you know,
Yeah.
it's sickening. But
All
go
right,
ahead,
so
yep.
number 2. Orlando Brown says Little Bow Wow has good coochie.
He did say that shit.
Wait, say that
I
again.
think I seen
He
that,
did.
though.
Orlando Brown says Little Bow Wow has good coochie.
He did.
He said bomb.
He
bomb
said
ass
bomb,
pussy.
bomb ass pussy.
To be correct.
Yep.
So, do y'all think he was
Cocaine
out
is a
his
hell of a
mind,
drug.
or was he on some honest shit? Yay or nay?
Cocaine is a hell of a
I
drug.
feel like he tried to little girl him because dudes will make little fuck ass comments to like minimize a dude and saying like he's feminine or whatever, he a cupcake or whatever. I don't know if it's necessarily off for the context of it needing to be gay, but it can be perceived that way because that's just like what?
So, yay or nay? Do you believe he was just on some crazy shit again, or he actually fucked around with Lil Bob?
Shit.
But-
These entertainers, I mean, shit, as far as the
I
history of a lot of these motherfuckers.
I mean, you
my
out-
bad.
you
Look,
out
it ain't my turn, my
yourself.
bad.
Oh.
My bad. It's
No,
Lane's
you
turn.
good.
Yeah. No,
I
he's
can't
going around.
even talk no
Yeah,
more.
my bad. My bad. Shit.
Yay or nay?
I mean, if it is like, why would you say that? Like, what? Could you have said anything else? So it's like, why be gay? So yes, nay.
nay. Okay, what about you, Keith?
I feel like if he said that shit, it's something to it.
So you say yay?
Yes. It's something to what the fuck he's saying. Them crazy people be speaking facts.
Yeah.
They look like he crazy because they come out all fucked up. But I can see the rational of what he trying to say. So yeah.
About you,
What
Frank?
about you, Frank?
Damn. To say that is like you're outing yourself.
Yeah.
But it's also calling him a bitch.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm
really
saying.
what he's calling him. So I can't call that one. I can't call that one just because of how them motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Is there's so many rumors, but Bow Wow don't come off like that way. But shit, I done seen the toughest motherfuckers. You know, so I'm a question mark.
If he started off as a kid in the industry, more than likely he's been tampered with.
That's
I'ma
what
just
I
be
was gonna
real.
say. As far as the
all
historical,
them kids been tampered
you
with.
know, if I had to, and me, I'll say
Yeah.
that. Like, if I had to lean on anything and stuff like that or whatever,
Yeah,
it would have
Jermaine
to
Dupri
be.
was known for that shit too. So let's just be real.
Damn.
Allegedly,
damn.
hey, look, allegedly,
Allegedly.
fuck
Yeah.
around, get sued. Allegedly, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I would say and shit. I would lean towards and shit. You know what I'm saying. It's possible and shit
Yeah.
that they, you know, did some nasty motherfucking.
I'm
goddamn-
gonna say no.
nasty
I'm gonna
shit.
say nay. He was just talking shit because I like Bow Wow.
Okay.
But
This means I can't like Bow Wow no more. If this shit was real, I gotta stop watching Roll Bounce. You know?
I mean, it's.
And wasn't that funny? Because when he was off the show last week, we was
fucked
like,
up to
he
say,
and Robots
but
are
yeah. He say Robout Mr. Skating himself.
Yeah, or nay for you, Slim?
I'm gonna say nay. I think he was just looking for the shock value.
Shock value,
And
probably.
then,
though.
because if it was true, we have to change his name to Meow Wow.
Meow wow.
Meow wow.
Nay.
He said round.
Me out.
That's
I'm
crazy.
done.
All right. What's the last one,
and the third
dog?
and last one. China creates human consuming robots. So what it is, they're saying the robots, they created these robots before and they got shut down, but now they're popping up again, and it's supposed to be technically for if human disposal somewhere or something like that, but they shut it down for the first place because they said they could confuse live humans with dead humans or anything in that nature and consume them. So, yay or nay on the robots?
If it cannot differentiate one or the other, then nay. It's that simple. Where's the real question?
I mean, they say it's not that reason. So, they say it's supposed to be for, like, not just even humans, like if it's dead animals and stuff like that laying around too.
Well, I'm gonna say yay because China is some of the smartest people on this earth, and they got way more technology than us. So if they build
said yay,
they need to figure out that kink first, though. This is not like making a car and being like, we'll wait till the next model come out after it eat people. Like what?
Man.
This is different. Bye. We are no longer a unit.
So, you say yay, y'all, Keith. What about you, Frank?
I agree with Keys. I mean, look, they just came out with a robot that'll brush your teeth. They got one that will defuse bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like Japan and China have technology. When I was over there, before we even had FaceTime, they had Vodafone.
Oh, damn.
10 years before people were, you know what I'm saying? So are the robots there? Yes. Are they going to break them out? Yeah. I'm going to say yeah.
I agree with Frank. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
just gonna let these robots eat people? No, let's talk about this.
Well, I mean, let's be real. I'll say this and shit. I made this comment earlier. I think I was talking to my wife or something and shit. Like, the death of humanity gonna end up being in shit technology. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you got advanced technology. You know what I'm saying, and everything and shit. This AI or whatever and shit, advanced intelligence or whatever you want to call it or whatever. It's like it was an article, actually a program or whatever that just came out where it was talking about, say, this AI or whatever has the mind of a 7 or 8 year old and it was actually having a conversation. It think that it's alive and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how you watch the movies like the Terminator and stuff like that or whatever. Like this shit is like really real now. It's like we actually living in. Yeah, hell yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna end up marrying a robot, is what y'all saying.
Shit, I hope not. I mean, that's what they doing with. Okay, so look, ask yourself this question: what's going on with all this trans shit? You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. What is a trans? You know what I'm saying? Thinking about it, it's a merger between, say, 2 or 3 different, you know what I'm saying, aspects. So they pushing this shit.
Look at the bright side. The robot might be submissive. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, you want to get they really gonna eat your ass.
You already got that robot. That's the rules.
So you yay and nay on the two.
Oh no, I'm a definitely nay because I'm a sci-fi geek. So I watch all these movies. Terminator, anything dealing with like far advanced robotics and things like that is gonna bite us in the end. And plus, if they have these robots in Detroit, Cass Corridor is over. They're gonna eat everything over.
Homeless people, all type of shit.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
All right.
So
Well, that was the conclusion of yay or nay. Those were some good questions.
All right.
Now we gonna hop into this interview. We got Slimmy Fats in the building, but we got to do the proper introduction.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Y'all gonna start it?
Come on, Dre. It's on you.
From everywhere around the world, coming straight here to Detroit, we bring to you Mr. Slimmy Fats.
What up, though? Welcome to Straight Shooting.
Okay, y'all made me feel special. Okay.
So what's up, man?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful, man. It's been a great show thus far. I'm enjoying the topics. I'm living.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, for everybody that don't know who you are.
Okay, well, I'm a singer, songwriter, producer. I have a clothing line. I'm just an overall creative, like anything dealing with like creative arts. That's my thing, and I'm a hustler. So
okay,
I'm just out here living, trying to make money off of the gifts that the universe gave.
Right.
Okay.
So how long you been doing music?
All my life. My mother's side of the family, like they were like big time like gospel singers here in Detroit. Small little tidbit is like my uncles were supposed to be the backup singers for Diana Ross before the Supremes were, but their mother was too churchy. He was like, no, that's the devil's music. Ruined our whole family. I could have been paid already. But so that side, and then my father, he's a bodyguard like all of the major acts. Like he was a bodyguard for Michael Jackson, Prince, Van Halen, everybody. So I was always around the industry like that.
So your old dude and put in that work.
Yeah,
Like dig this here.
Yeah, beast.
He had to pull some dig this here, dude. Like,
And he
let me
only
show you something
5'9",
here.
so he tell you what type of time he on.
What's the craziest story you ever told you happened?
He had this big white dude that was high off PCP. He was like 6'4", and he was coming through the corridor, and all the security was running up on him one-on-one. He would just toss him to the side. Like, he was just coming closer and closer to him. Like I told you, my dad 5'9", you know what I'm saying? So he got closer and closer to him, and he jump kicked him and put him in a rear naked choke. Choked him out.
Say, so he super kicked his ass and shit and choked him out. Put him in a rear naked choke.
That was on tour for Jackson
Some
5.
MMA shit
Yeah,
back then.
Sweet chin music. Some
Right.
Shawn Michaels
You know
shit.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
WWE in your ass. That's what's up.
We got a call already?
Oh shit. Do we?
Hey.
All right.
How you
So-
doing? You on the line with Straight Shooting? Who's
Straight
on the phone?
shooting.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
You on the phone with Straight Shooting?
Like one more time. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Hello?
Hello.
You on the phone with Straight Shooting? Who's on the phone?
Shout out to Paris Slimmy Fest Terry.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
What was that?
Shout out to Paris Slimmy Fest Terry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shout out. Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
Shout out.
Shout out,
to
man.
him. Love the music. Oh yeah, for sure. Gotta give a shout out to him.
All right.
that's
all
what's
right,
up.
all
That's
right.
what's
This
up.
right here
Appreciate
right
that,
now,
bro.
but I had to call and give a shout out to him. For
Who, we
sure,
got,
for sure.
who is this, man? Who we got on the phone?
Rico.
Who was
Chico?
it? Chico?
Nico. Yeah.
Rico.
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 All right.
Nico.
Nico.
I gotta get his name right.
Alright.
Nico.
Yeah. Hey,
Thank
look.
you, Nico.
appreciate you,
We
bro.
appreciate you
Appreciate
calling
you.
in.
Yeah, man.
Keep getting
Yeah.
them strings up. I love
Yep.
it.
Yep. We
Definitely.
appreciate it,
No
man.
problem.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Tune back into the interview. Yep.
No problem.
All right. So far, as far as in music, who have you worked with so far?
So I work with quite a few people. I started out in the game with a group called Raw Diamond Cut Records back in the day. So we worked with a few people. I did some work with Grand Hustle,
Okay.
B.O.B., a few artists from around town. I just got a single coming out with Southwest Lou.
Okay.
He's on the come up. He's a beast out here. He's blowing up. So I got that going on. Work with a few people. Murder Pain.
Okay.
Murder Pain. Yeah.
Okay.
And then my cousin Mac back on the track. I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but he's a legend here as far as production.
Okay.
So we worked together since I started and he started.
Okay. Shit. Oh, that's what's up and shit. All right.
Yeah, I remember Raw Diamond Cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I started out.
Okay.
So what
So-
would you say your biggest inspiration has been so far?
I'm inspired by everything and everybody, so it's a hard question to answer. I would say though, probably my biggest inspiration is probably Kanye West, because Kanye to me
I
is
love
like,
him.
yeah, it's like I see a mirror image of myself almost, because I feel that passion of people telling you like, okay, yeah, you good, stick to this. But you know, like, no, I'm great at this too.
Right.
And I'm not just going to be pigeonholed like that. And then he surpassed and proved them all wrong and proved himself right. He betted on himself and he came out a winner.
Okay.
That's
All
true.
All right.
So, can you sing?
She done put you on
Can you
blast.
Man,
sing?
she done put you on. You said put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's kind of on the spot.
Cause he bust a note on the other show, and I just felt like we deserve that same note. So,
Man.
and you had the ladies really just all in when he could sing.
Hey, that
can
note
sing.
must have did something to Keys.
Right. Hey, look, that was one of them notes. Hey, look, that was one of them notes that made her submissive.
It shocked me when he hit the note, though. I'm like, oh shit, he could sing.
Right.
So I was just,
right.
you know what I'm saying, if you want to hit a little note, you know that roll on, how was you singing it?
Well, since we talking about submissive, let me see.
Keep rolling.
Let me come on, hit a
I
note.
got you. Get down on your knees. That's how you greet me. Now tell me if I'm wrong. I can tell by your tone that you ain't pleased. See,
Alright, you
you've
heard that,
been a
Teddy?
bad girl. I hope you know your safe word. 'Cause when I get in you, I'm about to in you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Hey,
Y'all hear that,
Say,
ladies?
I'm about to
Real
end
quick,
you.
I just got Teddy Riley to join my
Man.
live, so while you were singing, he was listening.
Hey, that's
Hey,
what's
hey,
up.
look. Hold on.
You heard it, Teddy? You
Hold on.
heard it?
You
Hey,
got
look.
Teddy Riley listening to
Man.
Okay.
Real shit. He said, I'm about to get in you, and I'm about to end you.
Okay.
No, the killer was. That was it. The
Yes.
Keys was like, I'll submit with the
Y'all trying to put me on this. You just gonna keep on.
Oh,
We got another caller.
y'all. How you
Got
doing?
another
Welcome to Straight Shooting. Who's on the line?
Straight shooting.
Yeah, this Bobby.
Hey, how you doing,
Hey,
Bobby?
Bobby.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
We good,
Good.
man.
We good.
That's good. I was trying to get Slimmy Fast a shout out, man. I've been rocking with his music for a minute.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, that's what's up,
Hear you,
man. That's what's
Slimmy.
up.
He got
Yeah.
fans.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, look, I'm quite sure he love the support. Just hey, look, we love it too.
Hey, thanks,
Absolutely.
Bobby. Appreciate calling in.
Yeah.
You say you got Teddy Riley on your line, Lena?
Yeah, he was on my live.
Tell him to call the show.
All right, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Teddy, if you still on, I'm gonna need you to call the show
Give-
at
give him the number.
248-240-238.
Run that number.
You
again
got a
for
question? You got a question you want to ask, caller?
me. Oh, I
I
can.
like that one song you made about the boiler bellies.
All right.
I'm a big boy, man, so I rock with it.
That's
shout
what's
out,
up.
shout out to all
Alright,
my
man.
niggas with them baller bellies.
Okay.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Right.
I see you.
Shout out, man. We appreciate it.
My bad,
Alright,
Bobby.
for
I
sure,
thought you
man,
was off
for
the
sure.
phone, man. Sorry for talking over you, brother.
Thank you, Bobby, for calling.
Thanks for calling in.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
thanks, man. We
Oh,
appreciate
good
it.
one, man.
Yes, sir.
Last.
What's up?
Okay,
All right,
Slimmy, you getting the love
Hell
today.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
Exactly.
But you know what though? We fucks with you though.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
I
sure.
appreciate that.
For sure. So, you know, we met you before, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
on Chopping It Up. We got to give it out. Hey, shout out to
Shout out
Chopping
to
It Up
Chopping It Up.
podcast and
Shout
shit, you know
out
what I'm
to
saying? So I got another question for you. So, like, do you like to more so record your music, or do you like to say perform it, or is it like a mixture? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I love performing, but
Okay.
to me it doesn't compare to creating the music.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's no other greater feeling of taking something that was just a thought in your head and making it a reality. Now it's in the world
Yeah.
for other people to enjoy and share.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Alchemy.
So what do you use for, like, I think she might have asked this question already, but creativity-wise, how do you, like, do you get in the zone, or do you just get inspired by certain shit out in the world?
Both. Like I'll be like driving. I'm like constantly being inspired. So I'll be driving and I'll see something like, hey, that makes me think about a certain lyric. So I'll quickly jot it down on in the note sections of my phone, or I'll record it to a voice memo or something like that. Or sometimes when you're writing and you're in writing camps or whatever, someone comes in with, okay, this is the beat. It's a table like this full of writers, and it's like, this is the beat. Right. So you just got to be ready.
That's what's
Okay.
up, man.
All right.
So what's I'm sorry, you got a good question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask about your clothing line too, because y'all know he the jack of all trades. He got a dope ass clothing line too. Can you tell us a little about that?
So the clothing line is called Don't Quit Now.
Don't quit now. Yep,
So
yep,
this is, I don't know, is this the camera I should be in right here?
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
yep,
see.
So this is like the hoodie.
I hope that's mine.
Yep.
I got you. So this is the design.
Okay.
So as you can see, it says "Don't Quit Now." Let me pull it up. But the unique thing about this article of clothing is, at night, when the lights go out, actually "Do It Now" glows.
Oh, that's
Do
what's
it
up,
now.
Do it now
Yeah.
glows. So it's "Don't Quit Now, Do It Now." So it's like a
That's what's
double
up.
entendre.
Yeah.
That's what's
That's sweet.
up. That's
That's
dope.
sweet.
I love that.
Do it now.
So would you say that's a good hoodie to go skating in?
Absolutely.
Oh, I would rock that for sure. I'm gonna get one of them for sure. I like that.
Definitely.
How much are your hoodies going for?
The hoodies are going for $50 right now.
Okay.
And they can find them on your social media pages.
Yep, social media. You can DM me. The actual website is don'tquitnowdoitnow.com. Should be up by Friday.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any like new projects or anything that you're working on right now, as far as like an album, or are you on like a mixtape, or you know what I'm saying, anything like that?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So I started a few months ago on a 3-part album. So the 3-part album is called Peaks, Valleys, and Canyons. Okay. So I like to, you think about life, you know, they always have this saying is life is all about peaks and valleys, but sometimes lives get deeper, you know, and so that's where the canyons come into play. So I say life is all about peaks, valleys, and canyons. So the first part of the album was Peaks, which talks about all the good things in life, weddings, birthdays, things of that nature. And then Valleys came out maybe like over a month and a half ago.
Okay.
That talks about when you realize as a child, it's always some moment that you realize like, okay, this shit real out here. You know, it's no Tooth Fairy or, you know, no Santa Claus. You're like, okay, this shit real. Right. You know, so life is not a fairy tale. So then Canyons, I'm planning on bringing that out August 24th.
Okay.
And that's going to be the third installment of the 3-part album where we talk about really the real life matters, where things we explore like death, suicide, and things of that nature.
That's what's up.
That's my grandparents' anniversary, man. That's what's up.
That's a special day.
8/24.
8/24.
Yeah. All right.
So speaking of fairy tales, I'm glad that you brought that up, because seeing that you have a child, like, what does that represent to you while you're parenting your child, as far as like, because I always think about my childhood, and when like Santa Claus or other things were brought up to me, and you'd be like, dang, that wasn't real. You'd be like, wow. So then, to me, in a sense, I feel like, because I'm a realist.
Right.
I was lied to.
Right.
And I don't like being lied to. That's my biggest pet. Just say what it is so I can accept it for what it is and decide how I want to move forward with it. Like, how do you, like, apply that towards being a parent?
That was very difficult. Like, to me, that's one of the most difficult decisions being a parent that you have to make, because it's like, do I just keep it to them real from the beginning, or do I lie to them and tell them about this bullshit holiday, or you know, or this bullshit character? So it was difficult, but I chose to allow them to experience that, because those were some joyful like moments of myself growing up, and then I don't want them to ruin it for all the other kids, parents that chose to you know, tell them the lie. So, but I broke it off to them quickly, like around 5 or 6. It was like, okay, look, this is what it's all about. This Caucasian man is not finna come down this chimney.
Okay, this is my money, my hard-earned money.
Look at me. Look at me.
What you're not gonna do is give credit to him.
Like, boy, you think that fat ass man can come down that chimney?
Hey, right.
Do
you know
really
what I mean?
believe that?
But if you
And then want some goddamn milk and cookies.
if you really think about it, though, not to change the subject, it's like part of the, you know, let's give credit to the white man. It wasn't your hard-earned money. It was Santa Claus, the white man with the beard. And, you know, it wasn't. It was Jesus, the white man. That's who did it. Like, it's always trying to give credit to them. So shout out to the parents that's keeping it real to their kids.
Yeah, and I think it's smart, like what you're doing. It's all about gradual, because you know, kids, they're more resilient and they're smarter than what we give them credit for sometimes. So I do think that, you know, each age group, I should say, calls for maybe different realistic approaches per se, versus what we were maybe teaching them when they were younger. Because they're able to digest that information. It's just always about articulating it at what age group and at what time.
Just to help them probably try to develop, say, critical thinking skills. That's all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because as you see in this society right now, shit, they don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying, about nothing. Like, so you better go ahead. It's damn near like you better go ahead and take the reins of whatever you need to secure them, you know what I'm saying, in their own person. You know what I'm saying? So,
but definitely too, but like these kids nowadays, it's a difference.
We got another caller. Sorry to cut you off.
We getting callers. They for him. I bet you it's for Slimmy.
Hey, look, welcome to the Slimmy Fats podcast. That's how we do.
Slimmy Fats.
See, there we go. That's what's up. Right. Who's calling in? What's your name? Hello. What's your name?
You there?
They said,
Oh,
they
shout
said
out.
they did
Who
their
else
part.
to
They
call?
were
Okay, all
like,
right. Hey, look,
what's
whoever
up.
just called in, hey, shout out to you.
Shout
You
out.
know what I'm saying?
Man.
Hey,
They
look.
showing him love.
Yeah, that's
okay.
hey, much love and support for him. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I make music to touch people, man, so they can resonate with it. So that's everything to me. Like,
Yeah.
I always say, like, if I can
Yeah.
have just a group of people that feel like touched or changed by something I did, I feel like
Yeah.
I met my goal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to you again.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. Like, where do you see yourself in, say, the next, say, 5 years when it comes to, say, your music and your brand, far as do it now? Or the other part was, I
Don't
got to
quit
do
now.
it. Don't quit now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself in the next, say, 5 years or so, you know what I'm saying, with your brand and with your music?
Okay, so 5 years from now, I see myself being behind the desk more, running my entertainment company, developing new talent, writing for other artists, and also far as my clothing line, my dream is to have it in multiple stores, let's say a Saks, something like that.
Okay.
You know, and just develop different designs and things of that nature and make it a household name.
Okay.
That's what's up.
All right. All right.
That's what's up.
Well, you
Okay.
you want to give everybody where they can reach you at? Plug your social media sites.
Okay, so yeah, you can find me on IG at Slimmy, that's SLIMMY_Fats, FATTS. Facebook is the same. If you know my real name, you can find me under there with Slimmy Fats. YouTube, Slimmy Fats, go run that up. I got my song Long Gone, it's blowing up still. It's
Yeah,
going
that
crazy.
song, that's a dope song.
Yeah.
Thank
Make sure
you.
y'all
Thank
check
you.
that out. Yep.
Yep, just check me out and follow everybody else here on the podcast.
Yep.
Thank you.
So
Yep, thanks.
before we let you go, well, you ain't about to go. You'll be here for the topic. But before we move on, I want to know, how'd you get the name Slimmy Fats?
Yeah.
So, okay. So, when I was younger, I was very, very, very skinny. Slim, someone would say. But I always known for getting money. So I used to keep, like, knots of money in my pocket.
Okay.
So
Money
they-
man.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, so they call me Slimmy Fats.
Okay.
It's like the slim nigga with the fat pockets.
Right,
The
right.
nigga with the fat
So look,
pocket.
you got to hit with the. Remember? There you go. See? He said and shit.
All right, y'all, give it up for Slimmy Fats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, not the interview.
Yeah, for the main
topic.
topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
main
yeah,
topic.
yeah. Hey, shout out. So make sure y'all tap in. You know
Make
what
sure
I'm
y'all
saying?
tap
Hey, show
in.
them some love. Like everybody that was calling in and show, you know what I'm saying?
Continue to show him some love.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, we
So-
appreciate it.
We're gonna go into the main topic. The main topic today is attention whores. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where we got that topic from is it's kind of derived from these skits that these people keep doing. Like, y'all know the McDonald's skit where the baby daddy came over there with the McDonald's for one kid, and I got multiple kids. And then you got the new one where, you know, it was her birthday dinner and she expected her boyfriend to pay for all of their dinners. So what I'm saying with this is, first of all, let's just understand these are all skits. Are y'all all aware that these are skits, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of people are not aware, to the point to where it's causing conflict once again in our culture.
Right.
So if you go even up and down my timeline, you have men versus women. The men saying how you bitches ain't shit, y'all ungrateful, and I ain't doing this, and then you got the women yelling back like blah blah blah. But it's all skits. And for me, I looked at it as, is this really helping our community? Because it looks like it's causing division. It looks like it's keeping
agree.
us divided. What it's doing is male against female.
Right.
You know? So is this really helping us?
I think what it's doing is, and shit, it's taking like some of the stigma, you know what I'm saying, that is presented, you know what I'm saying, across, say, media, whatever, however, you know what I'm saying, and people are just running with situations like that. Far as on being an attention whore, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like people are, you know, like let's be real. Our people, you know, are normally looked at as like some scum shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we'll do the worst of the worst and this and that and other and shit. And most of the time and shit, you know what I'm saying, it's false. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's false. Because when I seen this shit, I'm like, why would somebody just bring like some McDonald's and shit, right? Just yeah, it ain't your kids, but you can even make it even sweeter and just be like, oh, I'll go buy a fucking hot and ready or
Right.
2 of them for $10,
Right.
or $12.
Right.
Cause you're gonna spend $12 and shit, you know what I'm saying, on a regular fucking meal at McDonald's.
But
for
you
one
see
kid,
how you
know
looked
what I
at
mean?
that though, right?
No, I'm looking at this
No.
shit like I looked at it like this. You know, like people would say, okay, he had a valid point. He only supposed to be taking care of his kid, but it's like, well, if you dealing with somebody that already had multiple kids before you even, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and
Those
another,
are kids.
like it's not really his kids, but it's about doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never a proponent of doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So when you dealing with people, and you know what I'm saying, and okay, you know, you never want kids to feel a certain way about their siblings and this, that, and other, and they parents.
Right.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Or in a situation like that. You know, that's adult shit. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to set a precedent or a standard. You know what I'm saying? Because kids be like, hey, look, that ain't my daddy, but guess what? He did daddy shit.
Period.
You understand what I'm saying? Or
Absolutely.
that ain't my mama, but she did mama shit.
Right,
To
absolutely.
where and shit, they can transfer later on in life and say, hey, I had an example of a person.
So I'm gonna keep doing
You know
the
what I'm saying?
same
That
thing.
showed me love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show other people love. That's how you teach people.
And that's how
You
it
see what I'm
should
saying?
be.
Exactly.
But for me, I look at it from a black woman's perspective. The projection that they keep putting on black women is not cool.
But here's what it
Well,
says.
wait, let me finish. They are projecting black women to be just some ignorant, loudmouth. You better buy my kids this, and it's like, listen, I'm not saying that it's not such thing as it's not a such thing as black women that behave like that, but I don't see a lot of black women that behave like that. But what I'm hearing now, because when I keep seeing these fake skits, all these people saying, yeah, that's what bitches do. That's how they do. Like, they black women so ungrateful. It's putting this persona on us that's not true.
But that's what I'm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not. But what I keep hearing is what I've always heard. It's a white man. It's a white man. It's a white. No, it's our own people doing that shit.
Yep.
It's us doing that.
And you know
It's our
why?
black
You're
men
right.
doing that. It's y'all coming up with these skits. Let's do this and make it seem like she ghetto, or make it seem like she got 5 kids and 7 different baby daddies. Let's keep doing this to the black woman.
But you know what though? That should tell you about the person that even would come to that fucking decision to even do a fucking skit like that. You know what I'm saying? That let you know the mentality of a person that, you know what I'm saying?
But
like, that's crazy.
It's all about views.
Yeah.
It's all about views, and it's
Attention
all about
whores.
But
Yeah,
not on
yeah.
the lap of our
agree.
people,
Yeah.
though.
But they don't care. I agree with what you're saying, but they don't look at that because this younger generation now is built on, oh, I got 1 million followers, or I got 1 million views,
Yeah.
or I got 600,000 followers. That's how they put themselves in the hype.
Yeah.
They could give a shit less. Even if they see somebody getting shot, they gonna put it on Facebook Live because they gonna get all these views and these followers. That's where they're at.
And I agree. I agree with you 100% of what Frank just said.
Yeah,
but that
because
shit is really hurting
It is
our
and
black
not-
community.
and not-
Yeah.
It go beyond that, even with these shows and all that shit, because they portray the same way. Like, so you see these, like, what was you saying, Lena? Who was that one of y'all?
Atlanta
said?
Housewives.
The Housewives of and all that. So they portraying as women like you can't get along, black women can't get along, and this and that. And a lot of these shows, these reality shows, show us in negative lights.
The most negative light.
Yeah, but we be so hyped to watch them and see, you know, like Love and Hip Hop, all that shit. The men on there fighting all the
I
time.
don't watch
the women
that
on there
shit.
fighting. And I stopped watching it too because it's always showing us in a negative light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mindset, unfortunately, like Frank said, the younger generation, they just want to be on TV. They just want to be seen. They don't care at what point, how they doing it, and
Or
but it's
how
being
degrading
portrayed
it
that way,
is.
right.
Yes.
And so it's to a point now where even in films and commercials and this and that, it's and I can't even just say it's just in our community because they're just I think it's an agenda overall to pit men against women. That even goes back to, I don't want to go too deep in it because I ain't trying to get us blackballed or took off the air, but it goes back to the homosexuality thing too, because that's why they pushing it so much, to push more of a wedge between men and women. And so I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that's out here right now that's against the people. Period.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I would say this though and shit. If you, you know, just talking about say like shit about like people and shit that's always doing stuff for like attention or whatever. Just think about like this. I will say if back in the day and stuff, looking at like MTV, right, when you had the show Jackass, like just think about it though. That ain't. It was so ignorant, but it was straight up doing the most ignorant shit just to get attention though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers riding around and shit. Oh, I'm gonna let this car hit me in my ass or whatever.
That
just
was a
dumb.
funny ass show though. This ain't the same, man.
But listen though, a lot of that stuff came from that. Just so another example. Look at on how people and shit like look at the vice versa of this, right? You had like R. Kelly and shit, the video and shit with him pissing on a little girl, but then versus this shit, Kim Kardashian, Ray J and shit having a sex tape. So look at all this shit about attention. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I don't think that attention was intentionally when that video got leaked.
But listen though. But look what happened behind it. R. Kelly and shit got viewed and shit the way he should supposed to get viewed, right? Like everybody say, "Hey, that's nasty," this, that, and other. Kim Kardashian and shit and Ray J or whatever and shit. She made her whole fucking career. Now she a fucking billionaire and shit. Really behind the shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. There you go. So now once you start putting a label or you start attaching, people start attaching say success as far as when it comes to money.
A little different though, because he had kids involved in his interactions versus those were two adults that created a sex tape. Yeah. She was able to market herself off of. Let's face it. No. I'm just trying to get the compare and contrast. You know what I'm saying? Of just the attention in general. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. One was kind of like nasty. One was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is an evade of privacy, but she took advantage of it. Yeah. But the whole thing is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Something and shit on having sex or whatever and shit. I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel like that shit is supposed to be motherfucking sacred. You know what I'm saying? Right. That shit shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead. It's from one of our viewers. He said, for all is good, the feminist movement created a narrative that all men are holding women back when it's only 1% of white men who's controlling the scene that is holding women back.
And that's part of the agenda. I kind of agree with that, yeah. That's true because here's the thing with that. White women trick black women into becoming feminists because they were upset with their men. And now black women got involved on that, and that's another wedge that's coming in between us as a community because now the mindset is, well, I don't need this nigga and I don't need that man. Yeah. And then it's destroying the family structure. It's more so, and the killing part about it is the black women fall for that, and then the white women go right back to their rich husbands, and like it's nothing. They're not leaving them. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. But now the mentality y'all didn't get from, not y'all per se. I'm not saying y'all, but in general they give the perception. Okay, I can move on without this man. I don't need this man. And women start to think like I don't need him. I can move on. I can be successful without him. And then it destroys the family structure.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. But I think that these videos are both a positive and a negative, though, because of course the negative aspects is self-explanatory, but the positive is before we can make change, we have to recognize a problem and admit that there's a problem. True. And these videos are putting this up in everybody's face, and we're seeing the different opinions of different people, and we're like, damn, we kind of fucked up out here. True. So now we're having discussions like this on this podcast, and now we're able to reach different minds, and then let's say, okay, now let's talk about the solution now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like being on code. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? If you you're dealing with somebody and shit, they got multiple kids. You know what I'm saying? And you was a major part in that person's life and shit in those kids' life. Just do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't sit up there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be a petty ass. You know what I'm saying? Men or women. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people, and that's for me. It's not a lot of people out here on that petty shit. Like it's more common than not, if a person is dealing with a woman with multiple kids, they are doing what they have to do. And more, and these, I'm not saying that these scenarios don't exist. Yeah. But to paint that as a plaster like they do, it really just puts a fucked up projection on black women and black men. Right. Because we already on the platform in such a negative way You just adding fuel to the fire by coming up with these skits.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what's tripped out though and shit is funny though and shit that if one black person or one say Mexican person or anybody that's non-white and shit do some shit, then everybody and shit is more so the whole group is like this.
Yes.
But then and shit if it's somebody and shit, you know what I'm saying, that's Caucasian or something and shit, it is he's a lone wolf. You know what I'm saying, like a fucking mass shooter. It's like, hold on, like the shit just happened the other day and shit about like in Indiana and shit, right? It was another fucking mass shooting.
Yeah,
so it's like you see all these motherfucking mass shootings, but then and shit, you never hear these motherfuckers saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? The majority of these mass shootings and shit that's happening like that, as far as schools and public places, is this, that, and other, is the description of a fucking white male or Caucasian.
Because
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right.
But when it comes to like say, black men or you know what I'm saying, say African men or this, that, and other don't take care of their kids, this, that, and another, and shit's like you can find
they
one
put us
person.
all in
you see what I'm saying? But it's like, man, this whole fucking world is fucked up. Everybody been lied to. You know what I'm saying? And it's no one person and shit, you know what I'm saying, can equal a whole group on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with what you're saying, but yeah, they do try to paint it as, little Timmy was a loner. But at the end of the day, even they saying it, white people have an issue when it comes to shooting shit up. Yeah. We all saying that. We all see it. It don't matter if they want to put the shit on a platform or not. Everybody know one thing about white people, they got some type of issue when it comes to mass shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious. But for me, and I get what y'all saying, like, well, everybody got problems, but I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I give a fuck about my own race.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what the white people doing. I don't give a fuck about what the Chinese people doing.
No, that's real shit.
I only give a fuck about mine. Yeah. And I'm only looking to better mine. Right. Because mine is the one that's on the stake, not nobody else.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's our culture that's always getting the shitty end of the stick. Mm-hmm. We always in some bullshit. We always dying. We always sick. We always literally in the end of the fucking race. Mm-hmm. So at what point are we going to start holding ourselves more accountable and responsible and stop saying the white man?
Yeah, no, everything ain't about no.
Self-destructive at this
everything
point.
ain't no fucking
Like,
no
they may have set the agenda up,
right.
but at this point we are literally self-destructive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And we know that they set the agenda up, but what do we keep doing? We keep on falling into the same fucking trap over and over again. So who's really at fault?
Yeah. I mean, not to get up. Well, I ain't gonna even go there, but yeah, I'm just gonna agree.
Well, what they do is, and I agree with you, but they push self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like they glorify that shit because I know some very well-to-do black people. Mm-hmm. Like I know some doctors and some lawyers who are living well. You know what I'm saying? Who want their kids like you send your kid to private school. You know what I'm saying? It's out there, but as a culture, why is it not accepted? Why is it so square? Why do we look at the negative instead of the positive?
Right. Well, it's a psychological, statistical fact that people weigh on more negativity than they'll ever weigh on the positive.
Everybody want to see that train crash. You know what I'm saying? Or that car
but
crash.
I'm saying, like,
bullshit.
it's not even a color. It's not even a race. It's a real statistic fact. Overall, people are going to put more of their energy and focus on negative
than they do positive
experiences, especially than ever a positive experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, how do we create a culture that minuses attention versus education?
Yeah.
So if we keep creating more platforms where people are educating their communities, don't matter what community you're a part of, educate your community of its own ignorance.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody.
Yeah.
Caucasian and white, they need to educate their own community when they hear or see something of ignorance that doesn't always fit the narrative or the description of a black woman or a woman of a different color, whatever that looks like. So it's an overall responsibility though, for every
Well, that goes back with what Slimmy, what Slimmy Facts was saying. I get what you're saying as far as you can look at it from a negative or a positive, because from a positive perspective, this is the opportunity that we can talk about it and say like, no, that shit not cool. Like, stop painting that narrative on us. Stop making it seem like black women are just some loud ass 7 baby mama, baby daddy having ass motherfuckers is putting all this weight on one man. Like, stop doing that. Like, I'm not saying that they don't exist. But it's more often than not. That's not what the case is. Like, stop doing that to us. And like, our own people need to stop doing that. That conversation needs to be had back when it comes to just proper etiquette within our own culture.
I think you go back.
My bad.
No, it go back to like Frank was saying, like it's pushed into our community. So from the music, the movies, and all this and that. So even with the music, like if you think back to like the golden age of hip hop and like from the 80s to the 90s, you have versatility. It was people rapping positive rap. It was people talking about, you know, family and stuff like that within the hip hop community.
Remember
And they
self-destruction.
and they promoted
Yeah.
that
You know
stuff.
what I mean?
Now it's just all completely negative, and it's forcing. It's not forcing, but it's influencing these kids in our communities to want to be like these rappers and these actors in these movies, and they pushing all that on because they think that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
They think this is what it's supposed to be. So now it's it's trickling down to their mindset, even in they think they're the people in these movies.
Yeah.
To where like they're not afraid of the police no more. They're not afraid of jail. That like their mindset is just warped. And somehow we have to figure out as a community, put our foot down and tell, because now it's easy to do it because most people putting their own music out. So if you putting your own music out, if you come together as a community and a people, like I'm not putting this bullshit out no more. We about to put this out because I don't want my kids and my nephews and my grandkids and none of that hearing this bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? And you do what you need to do. So at some point we got to get to that point. And
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think it boils down to the almighty dollar, though. Because as an artist, we go through the struggle all the time. Like, I can bring out all this say the world type of music, but if you ain't buying that shit, I'm not going to put it out. That's what we got to do. If we feel that way, if this is what we want to see the music go to, we all collectively have to
you gotta
support.
do it as a whole.
Yeah.
We got to support that because once I put out some street shit, oh, this is the hardest shit you ever dropped.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
Some thought-provoking shit out. Like,
Chris Brown just said that. He said his album ain't selling because, I put some positive shit out. You don't buy it. But all the negative shit you want to buy up, for real?
that's how I go.
Well, it goes back to what Lena said. It's, you know, as far as the negative versus positive, it's easier to feed into the negative.
But I bet you this though and shit, if collectively a lot of artists that pull a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying, that's attached to these record companies or whatever and just start putting out positive music, people will buy it. You know why? Because they put money behind it. It's a machine that they put behind these artists on whatever the fuck they do to make motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, somewhere down the line and stuff, people have to stand up for what they believe in, period, and don't fall for the bullshit, you know, because ultimately and shit, if you sending a message, a negative message out there, you know what I'm saying, as far as music-wise, movies, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? You really have a responsibility and shit for people and shit, you know what I'm saying, that's listening to you or following you or supporting you and this and that and other. If they feel like and shit, hey, you know, they could be getting drunk one night or whatever, pop in one of your songs or whatever, and that shit might take their ass over the edge to do some bullshit.
True.
Then and shit, you know what I'm saying? How would you really feel and shit as far as your conscience? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think it's a thin line because, like, reality, like music, like I feel like I'm very well educated, but I like trap music too. You know what I'm saying? I like the way it sounds. I like it. I like certain aspects of that because it's reality too. So if you have these artists growing up and this is what they see, you saying that they shouldn't reflect that?
But
like I
you
said,
know what?
it's
My thing is, you see that too, but that's not the only thing we see. We do see positivity too. A lot of times, so we choose to sway towards that, and I'm guilty of it. You know, I used to rap back in the day, and I rapped on the same thing. So so we gonna close the show with Facts with Frank. We'll hop into it right now.
I'm gonna say some facts, and a lot of people ain't gonna like this shit. But facts: every police officer is not a bad police officer.
No,
that's just fucking period. I'm gonna shout my man out who they buried yesterday. That was tragic. I don't care what anybody says. I talked to his cousin last night. Shout out to Crystal P, one of the funniest comedians in the game, and she was tore up. Not all cops are bad. I want to shout out his partner who was willing to take a bullet for this man and said, I didn't care. I wasn't going to move. I'm going to shout out the other officer who stepped in front of her to save her because we know people who won't even save their own kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was a shooting at a gas station, and a lady ran off and left her 7-year-old there.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? So there are some heroes in the Detroit Police Department. Look at Texas. 300 officers showed up, didn't nobody do shit.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is maybe you need to calm down on these officers when you meet them instead of being so aggressive, and maybe they won't be aggressive back.
You know, just to add on to you real quick, Frank, what it is you just have to be a meeting of the minds. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a community and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the police, and the police have to be willing to talk to the community.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Community policing. You
It's
know what I'm
about
saying?
de-escalation.
Yeah.
So we want to thank our guest Slimmy Fats, who was in the building today.
Thanks, Slimmy.
Thank you.
Helping this boy coming on through the straight show.
To the show.
Yep.
We want to thank everybody who checked us out on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, everybody that's watching us on our lives right now.
iHeart.
We appreciate, on iHeart, we appreciate you guys, and we couldn't do nothing without our audience, and we love you guys.
Yep.
Next week, we will have guests, humanitarian political consultant Dwight Harris in the building.
Shout out.
We'll be talking with him next week. And we want to thank everybody that tuned in, and we are out.
Peace, y'all.
You know what time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it's time for straight shoot. Hey, look, the clip full and we shooting it straight. Everybody tuned in, can't wait to 8. Break fast, this podcast is one for the books. If you think the verse clean, watch out for the hook. Freeze. I heard Keys gon' spark that tip. With Lean and Frank G, you know they talk that shit. John Q and Dre know exactly what to say. The coldest backcourt since Steph and Clay. Straight shooting. Subscribe, like, and share. We on every platform. I promise we everywhere. Straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting.